Batman, that man, oh hey, a Catman. Batman is a pretty swell dude if I do say so myself. He jumps around, runs a bit, and doesn't kill people, even though he's totally hanging a dude here. Like, that guy's bloody dead. You just hung a bloke. What the fuck? So Batman is a pretty swell dude, and the side effect of him being a pretty swell dude is that he has some video games, and we're gonna take a look at some of them today. And by some of them, I mean one of them. And by one of them, I mean this one. But you'll find that out later, or now, okay? Bye. Ever since his leading role in the 1986 computer game named creatively Batman, the Man of Bats has had a few pretty decent games, with his more recent entries to the gaming world being critically acclaimed and kinda great. They really make you feel like a bat. I wanna be a bat, but I don't wanna be a man. I wanna be a bat who is also a man. A man bat. I wanna be a man Batman. Because I don't not want to be a man, but I also kind of want to be a bat.
I wrote this shit.
So which one of the Arkham games are you going to be playing? I hear you ask, even I already said earlier. Well, my good people, I'm going to be playing this one. Rise of Sin Tzu. Kazoo? Tiramisu? Yeah, that's probably right. Batman Rise of a Flam was released in 2003 by Ubisoft and was available for pretty much every home console. PS2, Xbox, the original one, not the one, GameCube, and the Game Boy Advance, and it was received, well, it was a bit meh. So Ratman Size of Bin Kazoo is a beat-em-up game similar to the likes of Double Dragon and is based off the new Batman Adventures series. And you know what? It follows the show really well. From the voice acting to the superb visuals, they're kinda nailing it so far. They even got Kevin Conroy back to play the Man-Bat, and Ron Perlman. They got Ron Perlman. He was that beast in that one show. He was also Red Dude. He was red. The story consists of this weird bloke called Sin Tzu being a bit of a twonk, and old Batman and co here stopping him from being a twonk. The bloody twonk. Along the way, Batman is confronted by other famous Batman villains such as the Scarecrow, Bane, and Ron Perlman. I mean Clayface. Not Ron, he is kind of Ron Perlman. Alongside him in this adventure are Robin, Batgirl, and Dick Greydad, otherwise known as Nightwing. Do you see what I did there? Because Grayson. So a Sin Tzu character was actually made specifically for this game, similarly to how Harley Quinn was made for the cartoon. But unlike Harley Quinn, Mr. Magoo over here has been in a total of jack shit since this game. There is two different modes that we can choose to play here. The first is the story mode, which lets you go through levels, not killing bad guys and bosses to progress the story and upgrade your character. A nifty little feature that isn't really that nifty is that you can use the points that you earn to upgrade the character that you're playing as and unlock new combos and special moves. While it isn't particularly deep, it does add to the replay value. It's pretty good, I guess. You can also play through these levels cooperatively, but I didn't because I have no friends. The second mode is called the challenge mode, where you just beat up some people. I don't know, I guess it's challenging. In these two modes, you're able to play as 4 different characters which each have different upgrades and skills. For example, Batman is the strongest of the bunch, but he is quite slow, whereas Robin is weak but very fast. The fact that you're able to level up and upgrade 4 different characters who each play differently is another quite nice addition to the game, giving it more replayability. This is pretty cool, I like it. Now I should really say right now that I am pathetic at beat 'em up games. Like, really bad. I tried playing this on normal mode and just got my ass handed to me constantly, so I'm playing this on easy mode. Don't judge me, you bloody judgy Jason, okay?
You turkey.
Also, I will not be completing this game because it's repetitive as fuck. And who'd you take me for? Someone who finishes games? That's not me. You're thinking of someone else, probably that snickering tortoise bloke. Hate that guy. So the combat is pretty simple. You have a punchy punch, a kicky kick, a mini roll, a little hop, batarang, and a block. You can use a combination of these abilities to make different combos that ultimately don't matter because kicking people works just swell. You can also taunt people, but that's entirely useless because you'll get your poo-poo pushed into your bunghole for doing it. A bulk of the gameplay consists of running through a stage, kicking a few dudes, spinning a bit, and freeing hostages. After freeing a certain amount of hostages in a certain amount of time, you go full Superman and beat up an onslaught of thugs and goons. While the gameplay isn't very interesting and there's very little variety, it's not bad at all really. Dare I say it's pretty decent. The gameplay is complemented quite well by the lovely graphics that look like they've been taken straight out of the show, and some pretty top-notch voice acting. The level environments all seem pretty Gotham-y, I guess. It's mostly alleyways and dark places. It sets the mood well, but it's not the most interesting place to be beating up people. In terms of music, it certainly is there, and it's pretty forgettable. There was no tracks at all that I particularly enjoyed, but I didn't not enjoy them either. As I said, it's just kind of there. But hey, you know what's pretty damn fun? Hearing the same character say the same bloody line over and over again for every single damn level. This gets really annoying to the point that I ended up turning off my game audio entirely while capturing the footage. There is only so many times that you can hear a goon say in a stereotypical thug voice before you want to drill a nail into each of your earballs. In between levels you are treated to some cutscenes, and they're pretty intense, I'll give him that. Look at the emotion being portrayed here by Bats. He really seems worried for Mr. Commissioner J.K. Simmons. These cutscenes can actually be quite entertaining simply because they're so lackluster. You would expect some huge set pieces for a Batman game, but instead you just get Batman whose mouth movements are that of a Muppet talking to someone over a little walkie-talkie. It's kind of amazing. You know what is pretty great though? This flashing bar up here. It means something, but I don't quite know what. I've looked through the ability menu and whatnot, but I have no clue how to activate whatever it does. It just kind of flashes. I like its style. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. This is kind of unrelated, but I just want to take a moment to say the animated universe's Scarecrow is fucking terrifying. Look at that fucker. That's nightmare inducing. Just go put a bag over his head, hastily walk down to the nearest Costa, buy yourself a nice hot cappuccino, go back to the paper bag head man, hand it to him because he looks pretty tired. Wait, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the game. It's alright, I guess. As you level up, you're also able to unlock some new gadgets such as a smoke pellet and a grapple thingy, but I haven't got any of them because I'm terrible at video games. Sorry, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, this game bored the living hell out of me. It isn't that it's a bad game, it's just bland, and to be honest that's probably worse than it being bad. A bad game would at least be vaguely memorable for being bad, like Bubsy 3D or The Simpsons Wrestling. And don't you worry, I'll get to those steamy piles of shit, but instead of being memorably bad, this game's just there, in the void of forgettableness, floating alongside Alfred Chicken in Taz Wanted. The poor game. Oh yeah, it also had some bosses, but fuck it! Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with your friends, family, or creepy neighbour, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's anything you liked or didn't like, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, or tweet me at Snooping Turtle. I also stream sometimes on Twitch, so you can check that out if you want, I don't know. If you want to watch more videos of me playing games and stuff, you can check out this video I did for Ratchet & Clank. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. You could say it's qualktastic. That's all from me now. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.